Hi, this is Rich Moyer. I want to give a little demonstration of how I was able to capture a list, let's say from my URL rotator, and parse it using Google Sheets. Google Sheets is a free Microsoft Excel-like spreadsheet available if you have a Gmail account. So if you have a Gmail account, you automatically have these tools available, and I'll show you how to access them. What I want to do is just bring up a URL rotator I have, one of the better rotators out there. It's in fact, free members have access to it. It's in the Build-A-Biz members area, and under free member tools, you pull that down, and the Build-A-Biz URL rotator. Now this is really cool. I mean, you can see I have several set up here. What it does is you create a rotator down the bottom of the screen. You create a rotator, and you're given a URL here that accesses the software of the rotator for this particular list. Okay, so what I have is a bunch of uh, these are squeeze pages, and I have a bunch of them that are active here at one time, and I don't have any limits on them. But when you access this particular URL, it's going to go to here, and keep track of which one it's using, which ones it's used last. The next time this URL is accessed, it's going to go to the next one, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, and I have the ability to pause them, turn them off, edit them, or delete them from the list. So to create a URL rotator, you get down the bottom here and it says create new rotator, and I generally do not put the brandable top bar on there, but you create a new rotator, and when you do that, it's going to give you a URL that's unique to you. And then you have to go up in this, and then you just put the URL that you want to save to a list, and you can, limit the number of hits you have, or whatever. And then you select the rotator from the list. So it's going to tell you which one it assigns, and then you go select it from the list. So you just keep adding rotators to that particular list. And then you can pause them, you can edit them, delete them, whatever. And the nice thing about this one is it has some really good stats on it too. So what I want to do is show you, I'm just going to go to a list of, let's see, 8466 was 8499 was the one I used. I have this rotator, and oops, where'd it go? Here we are. I have this particular rotator, and I want to grab something out of this table. So I'm going to grab a few of these from here. And the reason I did this was I wanted to run them through my link checker. Well, all right, so I just grab everything in the table right here. Everything that I really need is right there. And I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to right click, copy. Now I'm going to go over here to my Google account, and I'm going to come over to this little Google Apps icon right here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to tell it to bring up Google Sheets right here. Now I'm going to start a new spreadsheet, and I'm just going to give it a name, test. Okay. Now I'm going to come down here and just right click here. Now I've already copied this to the clipboard, and I'm going to do paste special values only. All right, and you see it's going to show me, here's the list of all the, it captured all of the tables in there. So I only want, 6 4, I only want this particular one that's 8499. So here it is. Show the, and here it is, 8499. So I'm going to I want to go all here, get all of the URLs here. First thing I want to do is just come down here, and by pasting them in, I was able to put them into Sheets. Here's a trick. I'm going to remove all of the URLs so they're just plain text. I right click, and then say come down here to view more cell actions, remove link. Now I just made them text. Now, You see I have all this reset counter in here too? Well, I'm going to get rid of them simply by coming in here and saying short data, short range, and by sort the range by the URL. Now I'm going to expand this just to show you that it has the whole URL here. Now I can simply come in here and grab all of these like this and copy them. Now where that comes as advantage to me is I'm going to go into my utilities here. Which one is it? I have a URL checker that I use, and I think it's probably at the top of this list. I use it a lot. Of course, I can never find it. Let's see. I want to pause for a second here. Hey, this is the one I actually wrote an article on the other day, the dead link checker. And you can do a one site at a time, or you can go and use multi-check. Now I have a login here that I'm gonna use that lets me log in. And you see what I can do here is come in to the multi-checker, and I can just paste that list. All right. So it made, I don't have to retype this whole thing. It's right there. I'm going to check the whole I'm going to check the whole website or single website. So I only wanted to check the page that I'm looking at here to make sure it's a valid page. And I'm going to just click check. I have to enter this code. ECA. And it's going to go scan it, and it's going to tell me the ones that have, here it's checking them. I have, 41, 84% of them are scanned, and it's going to give me a report of which ones are bad. So it just makes things checking links so much quicker, and it's a free thing. So I use the multi-check all the time. But you see how quick it was for me to go grab a list off of there, put it into Google Sheets, and then sort it. I removed the link so it would sort better. And I just sorted the whole list here, and it dropped all these reset counters down the bottom because everything else began with HTTPS. So I was able to grab that list and just copy it over. It's that simple to use Google Sheets to be able to parse out something. You can also use find and replace. You can do filters, any number of things that you could do with Excel, you can do with Sheets. Might be slightly different way to approach it, but it's all here. It's a simple to use, easy spreadsheet. Most people only use no more than 10% of the capabilities of any spreadsheet they've ever accessed. So this is a real cool tool to use, and it has so many valuable tutorials on how to do that. And you can, anything that applies to Excel, you can usually do here within Sheets. It's free. You don't have to pay hundreds of dollars a year in Microsoft licensing fees. It comes with your Gmail account. So you have a whole bunch of things that come with your Gmail account. You have Google Docs. You have an HTML editor. You have your contacts, your slides. Keep is a really cool little utility you have available to you. Your photos, your calendar, Drive is a storage thing. YouTube. So you have all kinds of things available to you here that you can use that are absolutely free for you to use. And even the ones that you have plugins that you can put into your browsers and different things, many things are free. So I strongly encourage you using Google Sheets and learn how to use it, if nothing else, as a database. Because let me just show you what I do. I track ads that I send and broadcasts. I track everything in here. So let me just, let me put select all and go down here and say, okay. But this gives me, like if I want to go on a particular date, I can do that. And wherever I am right here, I'm going to go to, what did I do? Wrong page. I'm going to go to today's date only. So I'm going to clear and select, just today's date, which is the 28th. Actually, it's the 29th. I haven't entered anything. So I'm going to go to yesterday's because I haven't entered anything. But here it just shows me, here's the date, here's the site that I went to, here's the count of number of members I sent to a project, a type like a broadcast, or sometimes I'll put a solo ad or things like that. But I haven't done a whole lot of anything other than sending newsletters this week. So I don't have any of my promotions in there, but this is how I track things. It's a database and I can filter it. That's what I'm doing here is I'm filtering. So you come up here and you can select a list and then turn on your filters or remove your filters. It's a tremendously valuable tool you should be using in your business every single day. Thanks. This is Rich Moyer.